Got you effortlessly. That's the way It's that time again. Time for some promises. Oh, OX64 in the house.
And Mod Pro.
And OX64. He has hair. Remember, that's his catchphrase. Or that's my catchphrase for him.
Okay.
OX64. He has hair. And Mod Pro in the house. And Sir Mars in the house.
I gotta find my microphone. Sorry.
Well, it's somewhere within voice shot.
There. Microphone.
There it is.
very wobbly, but we'll see.
And Brian, I think I am on speaking terms with Brian because
Did you message him? Did you poke him?
did
Did you poke him on Facebook?
Well, last week I sent him the link, and when he wasn't responding to the link 2 weeks in a row, and I was worried that he was mad at me for yelling at him, I sent him a text too, and he caught during the week. Let's see, when did he message me back? He messaged me back on Tuesday. Whoops, sorry, we were busy cleaning out the garage and getting ready for painters. So, there you go. He had a little painting.
That's right. He was saying they're going to get their house painted, remember? And we asked him, are you going to do it? He's like, I don't do that crap. I'm going to have someone else do it. So, that's what they were doing. I forgot about that.
My dad did a fair amount of painting.
My mom used to paint our house all the time, too. So,
I think our first house, the house in Piscataway, my dad painted that house. And when they bought it, and then we got the new house in Hillsborough, and that house was a new build when we moved in, so it didn't need to be painted. But my dad painted all the rooms, and I guess I remember my grandfather saying to me, hearing about my dad painting the rooms, it's like, gee, when your dad was your age, I had him a paintbrush and said, "Get up off your duff," and I did some.
Are you kidding? If I was young and they said paint my walls, you don't know how fast I'd be over there with trying to paint crap. Dude, painting the walls is cool. Putting wallpaper up sucks, but painting walls is cool.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, painting walls not so cool because I remember, when we first moved into the house at Hillsborough, I was 5, turned 6 shortly after.
You get to stick the roller and the big goo paint. And
that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what you do.
That was painting the walls, and he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, can I help?" He's like, "Yeah, you can help." And what did my dad do? My dad did not let me.
Let me guess. He gave you a little bitty paintbrush.
No, he let me hold on to the roller while he rolled the roller. And after a few times of doing that, I said, "Let me hold the roller." And Dad was not handing me over the roller. And at that point, I'm like,
How old were you?
I'm 6, 5, 6.
You're old enough. 6 is fine. We've had my nephew. He's 5. So he paints the rooms. What the heck?
After about 2 or 3 times of him holding my hand and basically doing the painting with my hand on the roller, I was like, "Yeah, this is bullshit. I'm getting out of here." Although I didn't say it like that.
I would have said, "Hey, you know what? Give me a roller. I'll do it. If you don't like it, roll over it. It's fine.
Well,
it's just paint.
Then later on, after we played musical chairs with the rooms, because at some point, when we moved into that house, it was a 4-bedroom house, and it was shortly before my first of my sisters was born, so it was the main bedroom for my parents and 3 bedrooms for the 3 kids. Yeah. So I had my own nice big room, and Greg had his own room. Steph had her own room that she had. It was a baby in, and then my parents had to go and have a 4th.
Then you give it to the girl.
It's like, dude, the house don't have enough bedrooms. What the hell were you? I kid. So that's when Dad was like, "Well, I guess the boys are sharing a room." So me and Greg. So Greg moved into my room.
Why did the girls share the room?
Well, to be fair, when a baby is born, the baby gets their own nursery, wake up in the middle of the night crying. You're not going to put the 2 youngest. You're going to put the 2 older boys to share a room is what you're going to do. So it was the logical thing to do at the time. They threw Greg into my room with me, and I got a roommate, and we shared a room for a period of time. And then...
Well, did you say I can move out? I'm old enough, right?
I still had some years left to go. It felt like forever, but when I look back, it's like, wow, that time.
How old are you? Like 13?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're old enough to live on the streets. It's fine.
Fine, it'll be fine.
Fine,
yeah. No, so then, but the thing is, me and Greg didn't get along well as far as sharing a room went. And I don't remember it being that bad, but apparently it was bad enough that my dad's like, "We got to get these 2 out of the same room together." and so when Amanda got old enough, they decided, well, let's throw the girls into the larger room to share the room, which was originally my room, and then I got the green room, which was already painted green. They just left it green. That was fine.
Did they turn the black light on before they gave the room away?
No.
Oh, I just wondered.
Oh, that was before that. It would be perfectly fine.
Okay.
Although they did, at some point that room got painted. But anyways, at some point they did some repainting of rooms. And by then I was old enough to be handed a paintbrush and told to get up off my duff. But they still wouldn't let me use the roller. They basically
Why not?
In my dad's words, you have to get good at the small brush before you can use
I'd
the
say,
roller.
what if I go to the store and buy my own big old roller and paint pan?
He gave me the small brush and basically said, you work on the edge things around these things here.
Oh, you get to
I
do
use
the
the
edging.
roller.
You get to do... Dude,
I got to do some edging with the paintbrush is what I got to do.
You know what? That doesn't sound right. But that's no fun. Why do you want to do that?
No, it was no fun. It was no fun, but I had no choice in the matter.
Wait, why'd you use the paintbrush? Why'd you use the flat pad thing around it? That's better. Those are better than the freaking paintbrushes. The little flat pads are way better.
Anyways, Foot and Radigan, good evening, Gators. How's life? Life's good. Life's good. I can't complain. I can't complain.
I mean...
And if I were going to complain, I don't know what I complain about right now anyways. Maybe I complain about the light spot on the TV in this room. And one of these days I need to get this TV off the wall, lie it down on the bed, open it up, and break it thoroughly. So
wait, I thought you got a new TV in your room.
No, that's the bedroom TV.
Oh. Are you going to upgrade this TV?
No, it works. It still works good enough. I think what happens is sometimes the backlighting can come loose and cause some kind of light spot, and supposedly in theory, if you watch a YouTube video, you can re-adhere or readjust the backlighting things to get rid of the white spot. So I'm probably going to try doing that, and I figure one of two things will happen. Either I'll fix it and all will be right, or I'll make it worse and then I'll have to replace this TV. So either way, things should be working fine. Now, Footen asking if I've heard from any of the old NHB gang, and you know what? No, I haven't.
I think he tries to call Damon once in a while, but that never works out well.
Actually, my last call with Damon, which no new call since then, but that call was pretty good. But I'm still Facebook friends with him, and I see Damon being active, participating in local events in his neck of the woods down there in Toms River.
Nice.
Which to me, it's kind of like, damn, it's too bad all the times I was down there, I was busy with family things going on.
Yeah, is he married yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, Liam's married, by the way. So
is he?
Yeah, he got married.
How'd that happen?
We found a girl 2 years ago, and they lived together for a year, and then they got married.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Damon's... I don't think there's been much of update from Damon. He's still on dialysis. And next summer, I'll have to make a point to...
You should go see him before
when I get down the shore next summer for a week, and I'll have to make a point to be like, hey, Damon, I'm swinging down that way tonight. Where we hanging?
Gators. Yeah. You know what? Don't give him a deep fried pizza. He will love it, but he can't have it.
No. Now, Footen, I guess, didn't get the... When I did the updates, what was that, a few months ago now? Yeah. Damon ended up in the hospital for a period of time, and they found that there was some kidney failure going on. He's on the transplant list. He's on dialysis. He's going to be on dialysis for a while. He's on a... he's got some dietary restrictions, practices that he's got to adhere to.
No more Pepsi.
No more Pepsi. I mean, his years of having Pepsi on an IV drip have come to an end. Some
I know
point
when my
just
kidneys start hurting, I stopped drinking. Yeah.
But Food right in. I don't catch every stream. Damn, that sucks about his kidney. Yeah, it's. I mean, but he's doing well considering the circumstances. I mean, it's bad circumstances, but he's whatever landed him in the hospital, they found what it is, and they got him on a plan, and he's on transplant list and on dialysis, and he's going to have to adjust his lifestyle for the rest of his life. And
that's what it is. It kind of sucks ass, but
it does. Yeah. We all have our. I mean, heck, at some point, I'm probably have to make some lifestyle changes. If genetics is any indication, at some point I'll be diabetic. But until then, I'm loading up on the ice cream while I can.
Well, yeah, dude, did you make homemade ice cream this year?
I didn't. I just bought stuff from the store. It's
nice and warm today. It's 85 degrees.
It was a warm day. I stopped the ice cream at when it started cooling.
I think you have a cold front coming through, but never mind.
Yeah. Well,
it's okay. Hey, you know what? You can have ice cream at sub-zero temperature. It just means your ice cream doesn't melt. It's fine. And
when I talked to Vamp. I talked to Vamp about like, hey, you got to come on, be a guest on my show sometime. He said I'd love to do it. He was starting a new job at the time, so he had a lot going on. He said, I'm really busy right now, but I'd absolutely love to do that. Once things settle down here, I'll let you know. He has not let me know, but I also let the weeks and months go by to the point where it's like, hey, he never let me know. So I need to do my due diligence and reach out to Vamp again and say, hey, what's going on? And try to keep in touch with him. So I do want to get Vamp on the show at some point as a guest. I'm hoping to get NHB people on the show. Now that there's like excitement, it's almost like NHB's kind of a retro thing, although we got this new stream. What is the new stream called?
I don't know. I never found it.
I think I'm being relayed to it. I should probably acknowledge it and pretend I'm actually a part of this because I think it's really cool. And
I just know the old stream name. That's all.
The old stream, the NHB Radio.
Oh, Dune does a show every Sunday usually. Most Sundays.
Now Dune, we were gonna do a show yesterday. We actually exchanged
all
texts.
All I know is I saw a link that says, "And this happened," and there was a picture that I could not see. So I was like, "Okay, fine. I'll say the pictures and okay."
Well, Dune got a text from his ISP that they were going to do some last-minute work in his area that knocked things down without warning on a fucking Sunday of all days. Oh. So I don't know what the fuck went down that the ISP decided, we got to do this now.
You know what they're probably doing? They're probably upgrading fiber in his area.
On a Sunday with no warning or heads up?
Yeah.
What is up with these people that do work without warning? Let me tell you about the assholes in this town. Assholes in this town, if they want to do work that involves tearing up a road, I'm on a dead-end street. 2 or 3 times now, I've woken up to the sounds of heavy machinery, look out my window, and there's a trench turning my road into an island. As in, if I back my car out of the driveway, I'm going to be staring at a trench wondering, damn, how could I make this car hop over that? Like... And the first time they did it, I figure, all right, last minute emergency work, things happen. I'll deal. I don't have to go anywhere. It'll be fine. Second time, I need to go somewhere that evening or the afternoon after work. I go out there and I talk to the nice cop that is guarding traffic, and I'm like, I'm gonna need to get out and drive someplace at 3:30. They're like, oh, we'll be done by then. Then the third time it happened, I'm like, what the fuck is this horse shit? And I emailed the mayor's office. And the mayor was like, "Oh, that's not the town project. That's like the power company project." I'm like, "Do you fucking run this town or not?" But so I didn't respond back though because at least she was polite and said she'd look into it. But the fourth time, I'm gonna reply back to the mayor and ask, "Do you have any control over anything in this town, or do you just let people dig up roads whenever they want to without any protocol or procedure?" OX64 writes in, I've had fiber for years, and there's never maintenance or updates. Been regular
I don't have fiber
every day. No, kidding.
I don't have
Internet
fiber,
always
and
works.
I'm in the Bay Area. So what are you supposed to say about that one? Yeah.
I got
I'm
Comcast.
40 miles from Google. Come on, where's my fiber? I'm just saying. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I'm sorry.
Dude needs his No, you should yell. You know what? Why the fuck?
Well, I'm not cursing.
Why the fuck does Windows think that a drive letter that is being mapped to a network path is up for grabs if a USB device is connected to the computer? I can't tell you how many fucking times. Go ahead. You were saying?
I'm going to say because Windows knows better.
Ugh. For some, I have my NHB storage has been relegated to the D drive for years now. I mean, since I started this show, I've saved stuff relating to the show on the D drive. And that dates back to when the D drive was a literal secondary hard drive that I had that was where I just put show and stream related stuff. It was literally a hard drive that was assigned D. But then at some point, as I bought bigger hard drives, that drive turned into a folder that be stored somewhere, and I'd map D to that, so that way everything looked as if it always did, with that stuff being stored in a separate drive mapped to D. For some reason, the past few months or so, Windows has decided that my SD card reader should have the D drive, even though the mapping exists. And I go and I double-click on the D drive to go rename a file so that I can stream record a new file, and the D drive doesn't work and is not available. And I have to open up the disk management, and that's where I see the SD card reader that has no SD card in it and is just reserving drives, waiting for cards to be put in, has decided, if you put one in this slot, it's going to be D. And it's like, no, you don't get the D. That's my D. Give me back my D. And go ahead and clip that.
I was really hoping someone clipped that right there.
Futon writes in, I've tried finding the old song from what his name was. I can't remember. I really want to fly. Oh, no, that's Kevin Reeves. Shine is what that was. That was he was. I mean, heck, is that CD still available? It's got to be available somewhere.
It's probably on Bandcamp still.
Oh well, there you go.
If you look on Bandcamp, you'll probably find it.
Because I went out and bought a physical. Well, I didn't go out.
He gave it to me for free. I think I won some contest on his show, and I'm like, he's like, here. Or no, actually, I think he might have put it on Twitter and say, here, have it.
I think at some point he was pretty much just giving it away to listeners. But I bought the CD when he was selling physical CDs. It's Kevin Reeves, and the name of the album was "It's About Time." So let me Google that, see if that's available.
Do I still have it on here? Let's see.
Actually, if you go to kevinreeves.bandcamp.com, the album "It's About Time" shows up there, and Shine is there, ready to play right off of the. So it's right up there on Bandcamp still. I've not reached out to him. Me and Kevin Reeves weren't ever chummy. I don't know what his opinion is of me, although I think I'm Facebook friends with him. So we must be on somewhat okay terms. But I don't know if I feel comfortable going like, hey, it's Gators, I want to catch up, because I never had that kind of a rapport with him. So to him, it would probably seem weird to him that I'm reaching out to him to catch up with him. But it was always a great guy, always fun to joke with. I mean, I've blocked Addy again. He's dead to me, done with him until the next time I decide I want to try to say, hey, told you so, and then unblock him and let him torment me some more and then block him again. I wouldn't mind being in touch with Gabe, but Gabe's never been much of a social butterfly online. But yeah, Addy's still an asshole. Big surprise there. And
192.
I guess Brian must still be doing some painting this week, because there's no. You know what we should do? We should pretend like we do a real show. And,
what do we?
Because once again, you are tuned in to everyone's favorite internet radio show.
Insert title here.
The show that changes titles so frequently we just put a placeholder in. And the show with the theme song that we're still trying to find the identity of, and we just keep hoping for that copyright strike. Feeling good about it this week. Come on, copyright strike me, please.
No, they copyright struck you with Kevin Reeves probably.
Someone tell me what this is. I know it's the theme to the Magic of Oil painting, but I want to know what production album that came off of and track it.
Oh, you just want to buy the production album.
It sounds to me like something that would be on the 70s production album.
It sounds like something that was on Price is Right.
No, Price is Right was more orchestrated.
What about this during the old Wheel of Fortune when they were looking around for items to buy?
No, I mean this is like pure synth. This is cheaper than TV game shows or primetime game shows, anyways. I mean, it's my money is on. It's from some weird 70s production library, and it's just a matter of finding it.
I think you played it on Newton's Apple.
No, Newton's Apple played Kraftwerk. Yeah,
they did
without Kraftwerk's permission. And
did they not get their permission? I didn't know
they
that.
They did not clear that.
That's hilarious.
That is why
Kraftwerk said, "It's a cool show. Thumbs up."
No, well, Kraftwerk doesn't even want to acknowledge that they ever released that song.
Really? That's not a bad song.
No. Kraftwerk's first 2 albums have been out of print, and they don't acknowledge them, and they've never put them back in print.
Why not? They should Dolby Atmos them. Put them on Blu-ray for you.
Well, they're very primitive compared to what their sound evolved into. I mean, it very much is a experimental stuff of the time, and I think it's worthwhile, but they feel it doesn't represent what they came to be about. So, I mean,
we won't get a copyright strike for this, probably.
We might not. I don't know.
Because I've heard there's other places besides your show, Newton's Apple, obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think at some point Newton's Apple. Well, the thing is, first Newton's Apple replaced it with a re-recording. And then they replaced it with something that sounded similar to it but different enough, and yeah. So I'm pretty sure they were told to stop at some point or received a cease and desist.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it is. It is. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Brian is back. And
what?
Speaking of Brian being back.
What?
Brian's back.
No.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
There's something better than wood turning?
Who is this? Who is this?
This is Brian, and he's painted his room bright green, is what he's done.
Brian,
I had to reset everything, including... Oh, wait a minute.
Brian, how is your paint fumes?
Is my what?
How are the paint fumes?
This is all external. I don't smell anything.
Oh.
Well, you painted, right? Or you had painting done?
I hired a guy to paint, and they're done for the day.
Nice.
Nice. And Foot once asks about Sloan. I think he's doing good. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Well, for Sloan, it's doing good. What does that incur?
Well, there was a period of time where Sloan wasn't in a good place in life many years ago.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been that way in a long time. So I have to say, as far as I know, Sloan's doing good.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it.
And Sparky Toaster's in the house. So now Brian wanted to get right into the topic I put up there. Finally, something better than wood turning.
I said that, I put first message up on the chat and said, dude, that's gotta hurt.
And now Footen asking what happened to him. Well, years ago, Sloan may have had a end of relationship situation that put him in. But I mean it's nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary. He went through shit. He came out better on the other side. That's all I was really referring to. So as far as I know, I was never chummy with Sloan either. I mean, we've messaged on Facebook a few times.
He was on your telethon. He did your telethon show for you.
Right? Yeah, because I was passed out in the bathroom,
and I had to talk to him, and he kept telling me to go away, and I didn't. And
this isn't pestering.
You were passed out in the bathroom
during my telethon show. Yeah,
I drank too much.
Wait. Was this the butter shots one or the blue or the bottle of vodka? They all blurred together. Never mind.
They all kind of. I don't think it was the butter shots one.
Okay,
but I think it was the year that B Spot shot himself in the balls with a BB gun.
Oh.
Yeah, he sent pictures.
You should send those pictures to Brian. Honestly,
Well,
Gators. Honestly,
the problem is the BB. There was an entry wound, but there wasn't an exit wound. And so he had to do a little self-surgery to extract and then he sent pictures.
yeah, he used a fillet knife, Brian. Yeah, he used a fillet
Well,
knife.
I had to get the BB out of the balls.
Yeah, he used the fillet knife.
Yes, I said it was B spot.
Right.
Thank you, too, for
Brandon, it would be
clarifying.
embarrassing, But I'd go to the emergency room. I shot myself in the balls, and everybody in the emergency room would be laughing at you.
You know what?
Well, we told him to go to the emergency room. He said he knew what he was doing and sent pictures to prove it.
You know what? He was drunk enough. He probably didn't feel it.
Well, the reason I mentioned that while talking about Sloan is because B-Spot did that. The telethon B-Spot did that. I also got drunk. And then also I thought I was going to have to cover for him because he was supposed to relieve my show. But he had shot himself in the balls before my show. So then I was like, I'm going to do a show for 3 hours, and B-Spot's going to be in the emergency room. I'm going to have to go another 3 hours. And I was just not in a good mood that telethon. But B-Spot turned out to do his self-surgery during my show and bandaged things up and came and relieved me at the end of my show. And then later on, I was so drunk that I was supposed to do the finale with Sloan, and all I could do was sit in front of the webcam and look dead while Sloan did the show. And at some point, I basically just walked away and passed out on the couch or the floor in the bathroom.
Yeah, thanks, Gators.
5 hit writes it could have been worse. Could have been icy hot. No, that was Liam. And
That's Liam.
Liam, Beanpole, and the was that Beanpole's girlfriend that was there too? That was
I
also
think that's Beanpole's girlfriend.
partaking in spreading icy hot in other regions.
What was what was icy hot?
Well, there was one year that Liam, Beanpole, and Beanpole's girlfriend were putting icy hot on their balls or in other regions, depending on gender. The product.
I thought something was on fire.
Yeah. And that was the unfortunate year that we were going to be featured on the front page of Stickham. And the problem with having a room full of blind people with no pants on that are responsible for setting a camera angle that doesn't show anything below the belt is you might have a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction or camera angle malfunction, and their bean poles were live on the front page of Stickcam, and Stickcam said, no, you can't stream here anymore for the rest of the weekend.
The bean pole? Oh, the flagpole. Holy yeah, I had a story ready.
Oh,
at this point, that story would be boring.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It might. It depends. What's the story about? It's all relative.
I tell you, it's boring. I've been talking about Flonase.
Flonase. Okay.
I've been using it for about 10 years. In fact, when I first got it, it was prescription only.
Okay.
I was visiting my brother in Connecticut, and I just had this huge sinus congestion. I went to visit his doctor, and he gave me a prescription for the prescription version of Flonase. I took it. I liked it. When I got back to California, I talked to my doctor about it. Says, "Oh, that's over the counter now." Whoopee! So Flonase really never get into my medical records. Yes, when you get something like that, you read all the instructions and all the warnings, et cetera, et cetera. But 10 years has gone past. I've totally forgotten.
Now, have you tried applying it to the balls?
Well, it's a spray.
You can spray your balls. I mean, it.
Oh, here, let me try.
No, please don't. Please don't. Thank you. I'm leaving.
And that's how we got kicked off of StreamYard and Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. I mean, I had to make this story interesting, right?
Yeah, no, it worked. It worked.
OX64, no. All right, yeah.
Got to get banned for life.
All right. So I've been taking Flonase. I told a friend of mine a couple of years ago, that I was taking Flonase, and I'll check that out. He came back the next week and he says, "Oh my God, that stuff's expensive."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, as long as it works, right?
Well, you could use your health
The
savings
nice thing,
account for
if
that.
it was
Though.
prescription item, insurance would pay for it with no copay at this point.
So now, when they made it over the counter, they basically jacked up the price.
Very likely. Okay. So I had bought Flonase from Costco before, so I said, "Well, they seem to have a better price."
You buy it in bulk.
I'm, yeah. Typically, you go to CVS or Walmart and you get a 2-pack. Okay.
Right.
You go to Costco. Oh, it's a 3-pack. That's a big bulk, right? No, not really.
They don't have them by the pallet.
No.
Costco's
maybe
got.
they do in the back.
Yeah, I have to ask
But even
about
still,
that.
what's the shelf life on it, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Anyway, so I looked at it, and it was a 3-pack, and they have a 60 squirt and a 120 squirt.
Ooh,
Go for the 120
squirts.
squirt. Right?
Yeah.
That's 2 per nostril.
Per bottle, right?
Okay.
Exactly. And so for that 3-pack, it was $52.
Okay.
Yeah, that is expensive. So right below it, there was the Kirkland, Costco's brand, of the same type of thing.
A generic.
Is it the same stuff?
Same active
Well,
ingredient.
when I look at the package, the formula was slightly different.
Well, you gotta try it though.
But hey, I'm going to try it. Hey, it was a 5-pack for $20. Duh, that's worth trying.
Yeah.
That's a winner. Okay, so I get it home, and the outside package is very vague. Yeah, you want to use the startup procedure. Yeah, squirt it twice or so to get it going. Prime the pump,
Right.
and then you're good to go. Oh, that's all there was. But it wasn't on the outside package. You had to dig into the package, find the instruction sheet, pull it out, and read that. So I pulled that out. Those instructions were very simple. But I looked at the other information about it, and I found out, oh, by the way, if you have glaucoma or cataracts, you shouldn't be using this.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll spike your eye pressure. Yeah.
Well, that's not
Because
good.
what it probably does is it probably either constricts your blood flow or something. It does stuff to eye pressure. That's why I was wondering, because I know I can't take Flonase and stuff like that. But
I did see. I wish you would. I brought up Flonase here. You didn't mention it. I can't remember that far back. Oh yeah, that's.
I didn't know. I actually didn't think about it. I think you had
because it was only
so.
About 9 months ago I realized that I had.
Yeah.
Yes, this is live.
Yeah.
That
hello, Cool Whip, and thank you for
issue.
tuning in.
That's when I went to the doctor to go. Oh, I definitely have a cataract issue. We looked at it. Well, we do have a waiting list. It did take about 3.5 months to get,
right,
to get it done.
And you saw the lights and all that, so then you could start taking your generic Flonase.
Well, now I can, but the question is, I wonder.
But right before when you had cataracts and stuff, you can't take it. Yeah.
Caused the cataracts or made it.
Oh.
No, it wouldn't have caused the cataract. Cataract is nothing to do with your eye pressure. It has to do with the crystallization of your lens. It has nothing to do with eye pressure.
So basically,
it made it foggy.
Yeah.
And
basically, you were taking Flonase before you had cataracts. At the time you started, you knew you weren't supposed to take it with cataracts, but that didn't apply. You lost track of the instructions, and then you ended up having cataracts and still taking the Flonase, which you should. So, moral of the story is, brush up on the instructions periodically.
Yeah, that's a good idea, and it does say, for glaucoma and cataracts, see your eye doctor.
Yeah, see your doctor. Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
There you go. Now, how did the generic compare to the real stuff?
So Flonase is in two forms. There's regular foam, regular Flonase that's in a canister that looks like a big old horse syringe.
And then there's extra
Nice.
crispy.
No, and then there's Sensodyne or whatever.
Okay,
No, not Sensodyne. That's the
Sensodyne.
toothpaste.
You wonder where the yellow went.
Sensimist. Sensimist. Okay, and it's a different type of sprayer. It does feel like that's a little less intense, and the Costco brand feels like it's the more intense. I've actually only taken it once so far. I did.
So far it's a win.
Yeah, so far it's a win. And since the cataract is taken care of, I can use it again.
Cool.
Although I was using it all along.
Now, Cool Whip writing in that I see a lot of talk shows that are pre-recorded. So nice to see you live. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining in.
Yeah.
We like to do live shows here. And every now and then it's even mildly amusing. But we do want to talk about wood turning.
And he's from the UK. Woo! Cool.
So, you know how... Now here's the thing. I primarily use Facebook in a browser on my desktop.
Oh, I'm the other way around. I only use it on my phone.
Like the ancient artifact that I am. I mean,
Right.
I have Facebook on my phone, but generally if I'm on my phone, like it's to kill time, and usually I'm playing stupid little games.
And to your defense,
the
first apps that came out for Facebook on the phones really sucked.
Yeah.
They didn't get it. Twitter's way ahead of the game.
Well, Twitter isn't even a thing anymore.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
X.
It's still there.
Twitter X.
I gotta say,
Same shit, only different. Although, one of my favorite things on the old Twitter was Red Scarebot, and he has been active for about a year.
one thing about
Inactive.
the new Twitter X is when Twitter was Twitter, I never had a problem sending the direct messages to you with the link to join the show every week.
Yeah.
Ever since it's been X, every week I paste the link and I send it, and I get an error that X's servers are too busy to send the message to try again later.
No
And
shit.
I basically have to click a retry, and eventually it works. So X's services are just completely unstable and unreliable compared to what Twitter was. It's just
and the other thing that
declining
annoys me
quality.
is most of the people in the feed, I have no interest, and there's so many of them. Like, I don't want to go down and start blocking everybody because I just don't care.
You just go to your favorite area and you just watch all that. Because I don't do the main stuff.
I pretty much only follow dumb, funny accounts like Internet of Shit or
Red Scarebot is funny.
Okay.
All you have to do is and the name on it is Joseph McCarthy.
But
the early 50s.
But I do follow.
The thing is funny is like you'll just post something like a keyword like commie. Well, he's just a commie, right?
Right.
And then the Red Scare bot will reply to you.
Now, OX64 is writing in that Twitter X sucks so bad that's all bots. I know. I was watching this one bot account that was ranting about a bunch of other bot accounts talking people into canceling their Netflix account, and I was like, "Oh, you silly bots!" And yeah, that was.
And that's what I like about Red Scare Bot. He actually does call himself a bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So some dude has a computer program that looks for certain keywords and then responds to it. Why is that shut down? Maybe it doesn't really work anymore. I don't know.
OX64 writes in, what I like about X, I'm so unpopular, right? Anything I want, and nobody sees it. I see it.
Yay!
OX64 writes, I'm going to make a lot of money off Netflix stock thanks to Elon's botnet. You know what? I looked into it. I didn't see much of a dip happening, but if it works out for you, I'll be kicking myself. And no, so I follow an account for a friend of a friend that is a journalist up in Maine, and apparently he's getting a lot of heat for, and this is something that on the one hand, I kind of see the point. On the other hand, the person that's pointing the finger has no room to stand on, because apparently someone up in the Maine journalism circles got a scoop from someone about something to do with a package of ballots being mailed to someone, and he shared the picture of the box. But when he shared the picture of the box, he didn't blur the address label and accidentally doxed his source, who was supposed to remain anonymous. Now, this isn't the person I know. This is someone else, and I have no idea who that person is or what that person does or even what the story is about these ballots or this box or this address. But my friend of a friend who retweeted this is now getting heat for retweeting about the doxing. And so to the point that the person that actually did the mistake is accusing the other person of doing the doxing. And it's like, dude, you posted the picture with the address. You didn't blur it. All I did was...
Well, what's the thing is he didn't really look closely at it before retweeting it.
Well, and that's the thing, you know, is sharing someone else's docs count as a dox?
Yes, it does. You should.
It depends on your point of view.
Yeah.
If someone shared a picture of you,
yeah, and that is certainly
with that person because you reshared it.
And at best, that is in a gray area. So I'll acknowledge that. At best, it's in a gray area. But the person who did the original doxing has no room to criticize the redoxer.
I know, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
In fact, I was on the old Twitter, and I was following some different accounts and conversation, and I clicked liked on some people's tweets, and this one person blocked me because I was liking your tweets. The fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know.
I acknowledge that you said something.
I don't know.
You know, people are
doxing.
And that has nothing to do with you.
If someone shared your share of doxing Gator's address, then yeah, that's doxing too.
Well,
because the rule about doxing is someone doxes, that's annoying, and don't do it. But you never retweet or reshare the dox, because that's doxing the doxing of the doxer. And that's
right,
cool.
and I don't even know what the circumstances were of the sharing of the doxing, if it was intentional or accidental. But he wasn't the source of the doxing, so I didn't dig into the story enough. To me, the real point is that the person that's calling him out is the person that did the original doxing, which it's like which maybe he's trying to clean up his mistake, and now he's getting pissed off at other people that are shining a flashlight on it. I don't know. All I know is I was like, you fucking hypocrite. You have no room to get mad at others.
In Sparky's comment about Johnny's address. But
no one would care.
He painted your house, right?
Please, come paint my house.
If he had Sparky's address, he could be painting my house.
My condo complex is very upset he's paying my place.
See, I think when it comes to doxing, a big part of it is intent and the spirit of it, and that's the thing, is that it's done for malicious purposes. It's done to encourage harm,
but not necessarily.
I mean, we used to deliver big books filled with people's addresses to everyone's doorstep.
Oh, I just took those and told them to take it away.
It's like, this is information. Some of it's information that's ultimately it's information that's findable because it got found.
Absolutely, and you can go online and find any address you want.
But yeah, except for people that are intentionally trying to hide their addresses, in which case, I mean, there are cases where you go to illegitimate means to dig up and find information that people are trying to hide. It all comes down to right of information, right of privacy, all these things. And if you just stay out of all of it and don't do dipshit things like give out personal information that you have no business sharing, you'll be fine.
And I like Oxy's comment. hey, not harm, to accept accountability.
Dune running in, who did you dox? I didn't dox anyone. I was telling a story about other people. I didn't dox. This is the problem with people that half listen to my show. That's okay. Even my co-hosts only half listen to my show.
What? I'm sorry.
I'm actually with Dune. He had to go to the bathroom.
That could be. That could be. Anyways, let's get back to the show topic. So, years ago, I started scrolling through Facebook, and you have the content that comes from people that you follow and are friends with, and you have the content that is basically ad revenue generation, and then we have Brian trying to hijack the topic yet again.
Oh no! You were talking about wood. Here's where you get it.
Oh, I forgot to wash towels today. Thank you, Oak64. I'm in trouble now. I guess I was using an old towel tomorrow.
Dude writes in, I'll have you know it was no more than 30%.
You know what? I think that's acceptable, though.
I'll take it. I'll take
Yeah.
it. So, anyways, you know what I should have done? When dude said, who did you dox? I should have said, oh, nice try. I ain't making the same mistake again so easily. But no, I didn't dox anyone. So years ago, scrolling through Facebook, and there is all this bullshit, basically ad revenue generating content that is often made by automated bot factories that just gather content and compile them together, 5-minute craft types, things, whatever. And who cares about? I scroll past them, and that's that. But one day, I see a video of someone at a lathe turning wood with the tools and everything, and
I do
he's
that. It's so relaxing.
Yeah, they are, and I sit and I watch it, and you hesitate and watch one wood turning video, and Facebook goes, "Oh, here's a guy that likes his wood," and forever for the end till the end of time.
Is that morning wood?
It's morning, evening, noon, Norwegian.
Norwegian, wow.
Yeah.
You're eclectic, Gators.
Oh shoot, that's funny.
I mean,
Nice reference.
There's even some wood turning that's not wood. Like they like melt like material and have like that what is it, like plastic materials that are shaving off that or they like.
Well, you got metal lathe.
Yeah. Well, no, this is like plastic type stuff.
There's also plastic.
Polystyrene. I've seen that.
And of
All
course
kinds of stuff.
There's Wood Babe, who does the streaming channel. OX64 writes in 14 million wood videos. Yes, I think I have actually seen.
Watched half of them.
And they never show the. I never see anything more than the hand that's holding the tools in these videos. But the point is,
you'd always see the hand in the freaking log videos for Christmas too.
For years. Facebook has had in their algorithm, this dude really loves to watch wood turning videos.
So I was watching.
I was saying this to lead into something.
Yes, I was watching the A-Team, and I'll continue when you finish, if you'll ever finish.
I will. Thank you. We'll put a pin in A-Team. So the other day, I made a mistake of hesitating on a video because I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see this cute girl talking in a video, and I know nothing about who this cute girl is. Is this someone that I knew previously and followed their account? Is this someone that makes shorts? What type of content is it? Because it comes up viewed to start with. And so I'm like, ooh, cute girl, black hair, nice glasses. And it turns out that she's an Australian sex worker talking about her line of work. And now that's the only thing Facebook shows me anymore is videos of this Australian sex worker talking about her work. So I have that in my life now.
He turns wood?
No, it's something different from wood turning that Facebook is. I stopped and it was like, who is this girl? And who is this cute girl? And what's she talking about? And what was she talking about? She was talking about her line of sex work in Australia. And now Facebook won't stop showing me her videos.
Gators, did you follow her?
No, I don't have to. Facebook just keeps showing me her videos.
Well, how are people going to stalk her if you don't follow her? Stalk her from your Facebook.
No.
Okay.
I have family on this Facebook.
Has it stalked you before?
Yeah, but don't you have 2 Facebook accounts? The one for family and one for goofing around?
That's a very good... there's no reason I need to promote this. She's doing a good job promoting herself. She showed up in my feed out of nowhere.
Okay, got it.
But what if other people want to watch her in another tab?
They can find her.
She's probably on Twitch.
Black hair, not red hair, black hair. I like all kinds of hair.
Pubic?
She wasn't showing that off. I don't know.
Well, you can see a redhead, you kind of go, well, what color is your pubic hair? Are you a real redhead?
I don't ever ask that. Brian. I've never
right.
asked that.
All right, let's see how far I have to scroll to see the Australian sex worker. All right, so let's see. That's someone selling 8-track tapes. That's a weird map of the United States showing what country their population is similar to. That's some meme about the old lady in Titanic. That's a big Jesus statue. That's a hydraulic press. That's a red hot ball melting ice. Let's see. That's a Shrek Buddha statue. That's a G.I. Joe. How come now I'm not getting it? Now I go to make my point.
You have the most random things on your your Facebook.
I don't know.
And
You know what really gets me? In recent months, there's more and more people that I don't follow, I don't know, et cetera, et cetera. So it gets more difficult to find people that I do know.
That's Nick's daily post about his Wordle. That's Stephen Colbert.
I wish I could.
Oh, you got Nick's Wordle? Yeah. He's still playing it.
He's still playing it.
And it's really the list of people playing Wordle is really down quite a bit.
Oh no, I watch a lot of people on Twitch play Wordle. That's always their beginning. They start out playing Wordle.
I play every day.
Yeah.
Except for the days I forget to.
But you don't post to Facebook.
No, the world don't need to know how I'm doing at Wordle. I play for me. You know what?
I really don't get how that's a social media thing because
there is no
like when you look at Nick's Wordle posts, he has a friend of his that posts her Wordle on his deals, but there's nothing said about it. So how is that a social media game?
Well,
that. Oh, he's playing Wordle again.
It's kind of a if you know, because if you play today's Wordle, then you know what guesses he kind of made because you know what word those tiles correlate to.
Because you played that same number, yeah.
Because everyone gets the same word each day, but hashtag no spoilers. So that's why you don't talk about Wordle. You just share the...
But they don't talk about anything else.
Why would they?
Hey, how are you doing, Nick?
Well, give him a call and ask him, right? You know what? I can't find anything. I don't know who this person is now. She disappeared from my Facebook feed. Did she get blocked or banned after a few days of this?
Gators, why did you block her or ban her?
I didn't block her. I don't know. I think Facebook may have.
Maybe somebody asked for her a picture of her other hair.
her hair, yeah.
And she got blocked.
Damn, now I can't find her. Now I can't even say who she is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
You're
okay.
Australian.
Oh, well.
Your Australian worker went away.
Yeah. They be hating. They be blocking me.
Maybe.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I thought for sure it was going to show because this has been happening for the past 2 or 3 days that I keep scrolling and seeing her again. It's like, oh, it's that sex worker again, and I'm like, okay, this is my new Facebook, algorithm. Now, Facebook has branded me as into Australian sex workers.
But you don't actually follow the person.
No, I didn't follow her. I just hesitated to watch the videos.
Maybe it doesn't show up anymore because, okay, we thought you'd be interested in this person, but
I never follow the wood turning people, and it kept showing me wood turning videos.
Why not?
I didn't need to.
Were the wood turning people all the same people?
I don't know. I never kept track.
Oh, somebody else turning wood. I'll watch it.
All right.
Now, is this the silly thing on Facebook called Threads?
Threads is more of a messenger thing.
Yeah, or no, they have another one of short videos. What do they call that? I have to go into Facebook.
I don't know.
Well, now my Instagram? Google search history has Australian sex worker posting shorts to Facebook in its history. There's actually an article about this. Let's see. That's a different person, though. That's a blonde. The Aussie sex worker has exploded in popularity after she begun sharing intimate details of her X-rated appointments. No, that's someone different. That's not the same one I was.
The new girl gators. You're gonna be full of them. Your Facebook's just full of them now.
You know what? The purposes of the story doesn't require me to find the account.
Oh, here's a good one. I'm just checking first pick out. A guy I'm following says, if you've been posting half-naked photos for more than 2 years and you're still single, just go ahead and put your clothes back on.
There you go.
Oh, but maybe they like doing that, Brian.
That's funny. That is funny.
Well, I guess it's back to wood turning videos for me.
Wow, I don't get any of these videos, you guys. I get nothing.
You get nothing.
Oh, apparently in Chicago, after cleaning out the TSA screening at Chicago airport yesterday, I sat down for a minute and spotted the depository. My guess is there is a flight oops. Yeah. Oh, it's a threat. Thread's the thing I was talking about. Anyway, it's a can of cannabis amnesty box. So you can deposit your if you can see that. Why? Oh, it's not green because it is green, so it's just falling through. Anyway, so you can get amnesty for your marijuana that you were going to take on a flight.
There you go. Well, on a completely
So Threads is often videos
on a completely different topic.
Yes,
there is still some wholesome material on my Facebook because Honest to Betsy still shows up when I scroll through Facebook, and
Who's
she's
Betsy?
fun. She I think she plays accordion, but she generally mimes to old timey records that are of a bit of a blue topic. Like for example,
blues, but blue topic.
Yeah, like something like this.
I've got a cozy flat. There's a place for your hat. I'll wear a pink chiffon negligee gown.
Wow.
And do I know my
That's
stuff?
risque, Gators.
But if that's not enough, I've got the deepest shelter in town. I've got a room for two, a radio that's new, an alarm clock that won't let you down. And I've got central heat, but to make it complete, I've got the deepest shelter in town. Every modern comfort I can just guarantee.
So songs like that,
Wow, that's very risque, Gators.
Yeah, she often plays Tom Lehrer songs. And she reacts to them is what she does.
Nice.
With facial expressions. Like here's another one.
Until she solved her problem with a can of Ovaltine. She drank a cupful most every night, and ooh, how she would dream. Until something rough got in the stuff and made her neighbors scream, ow, Ooh, who put the Benzedrine in Mrs. Murphy's Ovaltine? Sure was a shame, don't know who's to blame, 'cause the old lady didn't even get his name. Where did she get that stuff? Now she just can't get enough. It might have been the man who wasn't there. Now Jack, that guy's a square. She never ever wants to go to sleep. She said that everything is solid all real. Now Mr. Murphy don't know what it's all about, 'cause she went and threw the old man out. Clout, who put the Benzedrine in Mrs. Murphy's Ovaltine?
Yeah, I don't know who put the Benzedrine in Mrs. Murphy's Ovaltine.
By the way, Sparky suggests if you search for wood on Facebook, Johnny, you're going to get all kinds of things on the Curse of Oak Island.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
and by the way,
Gators is looking for the.
Lately, you have a lot of fake Oak Island pages that claim that they came out with tons and tons of gold. There's no evidence from Nova Scotia, Halifax, or anywhere near there that they've actually taken gold out of there.
So, Mr. Bryan, there's totally treasure on that there island. Blues here is casting doubt on the treasure now.
Of course, I'm on the thing that they're going to find wood this season.
You're on Team Wood.
Yes, yes.
Gators, you didn't even play the clip. I'm so sad.
Which clip?
The head banging, the one that clip you always play when he says the Curse of Oak Island.
Or when I go like this.
No, the we're good. That one. The hockey song. That one. You always play that.
No, that's the wrong button.
That's a good song though.
Hello, Jacob.
No.
Where is it?
It's been a while.
No. That's my long stuck drum fill.
That'll go forever.
No, that's something other than wood burning right there. Is I what happened to my? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, there you go.
Oh, I'm past the point of caring about this shit. It's like, yeah, Oak Island, big hole. Fuck that. Don't care. But
wow, Gators missed his cue.
So they've decided to just claim they found the treasure. And
No, I think these are fake sites that are claiming it because there isn't any evidence that it's true. You have these phony pictures of the Laguna brothers standing in front of this mountain of trouble, gold behind them. Like, that's totally bogus. In fact, I find it funny. You see a lot of things on Facebook. Oh, that was AI generated. You know this for a fact? I mean, I don't believe it's true. I think it's been made up, but whatever.
Okay. Anyways, Sparky sending me a clip of someone working on wood. No, the babe and the woodworking are two separate things. So I'm not familiar with this particular woodworker. I guess they're both woodworkers in ways, but
whoa, I got that one.
Anyways, Brian, you were going to talk about the A team. You were going to try to
so you were
hijack
talking
it
about woodworking and
right.
person working a wood lathe, et cetera, not mentioning that specifically. So the A team, and that was this morning, they were in this mine shaft or something or other, and they get trapped in there by the bad guys. Okay, Of course bad guys are involved. And so, they're going to do the A-team build scene, right?
Right.
And suddenly in this mine shaft and stuff like that, they have a metal lathe and all this torches and metal and stuff like this, and they're building themselves a machine to dig them out of the cave.
Well, yeah.
And it's just metal teeth against solid rock. And it's running for a little bit, and then it breaks through. It's like this rock wall was only 2 inches thick, and that's how they escaped. Like, that's all there was to it.
I mean, if it was really only 2 inches thick, B.A. Baracus could just punch his way through.
Just punch it. That's
honestly.
That's right. And of course, Murdoch has to drive this machine that's gonna.
Of course, Murdoch's awesome.
Yeah, he's funny.
One of my cats is.
In fact,
meowing at me.
I find it funny is that he plays
Does he have
essentially the
trees?
same character, on the A Team and on Star Trek. He's on Voyager, Next Generation, et cetera, et cetera.
Just tell your cats 1 more month we'll be back at the normal time.
Right.
Is that coming?
Yeah, November.
This time we fall back, so I gain an hour this time.
Yeah.
Oh, that I'm looking forward to that.
When do we do this?
Yeah, the cats will be excited again. You get to feed them at normal time again.
Yeah.
It's like November, is it 23rd?
Oh, late November. Wow.
Alexa,
I don't
when does the
know.
time change?
My phone will just adjust itself.
Oh, she won't talk to me. She's been mad at me all day.
Who's mad at you?
Alexa, when does the time change?
Daylight saving time will end on November 2nd, 2025
second.
at 2
Second,
a.m.
okay.
2 a.m., okay.
Would you like me to set a reminder for the upcoming time change?
Yes.
At what time would you like to be reminded about the time change?
3 a.m.?
Oh, you bastard.
This reminder is set for 3 a.m., which is late at night. Are you okay with receiving notifications at this time?
Yes.
You'll always get notifications at that time from now on.
I've set a reminder for daylight saving time ending on November 2nd, 2025 at 3 a.m.
There. Thank you very much.
Good.
It's
You're
pissing me off.
welcome.
That
If you said 4 p.m.,
Time
would he
itself.
get it for the day before or the day of?
Probably tonight. Or this morning.
well, but it's to remind you when it happens. So does it understand that's supposed to remind you
No,
for when it
no,
happens?
just when I don't.
So you're just gonna get a random reminder.
I'm gonna remind her after it's happened.
Oh no, that's
Because remember, it happens at 2 a.m., so I said to 3 a.m.
You said it for but it would happen 3 a.m. the day before, right?
No, 3 a.m. the day after.
Well, all the people working the overnight shift, they get paid for one less hour that they worked.
All I know is she'll probably do this tonight, and I'll wake up. Well, I go to bed at 3 a.m., so it's fine.
Man, I think this person got kicked off of Facebook.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't save any of her videos or anything.
No, and my history won't even bring anything up because it's just scrolling Facebook.com. So my history only shows Facebook.com. So I don't even remember her name. I don't remember what the account name was. I don't. She's gone. She's just gone. I'll never see her again.
She's back to regular woodworking.
But I don't know. I think she's just back to taking clients is what she's doing. I don't think she needed the Facebook side hustle to supplement her income. I think she was doing it more for promotional purposes to increase her client base, probably. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, you should send her a text. Are you on Twitter?
Why would I send her a text? I have no reason to text this person. I don't require her services.
It doesn't mean you gotta watch her videos.
Her videos were just her talking about her work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. And they were entertaining, but I don't need to go out of my way to see them.
Which is why he didn't follow the person.
He's gonna start search. He's gonna go on a rabbit hole search one of these days on the internet.
God damn it, that's a big dildo.
What? What? Excuse me?
Hello.
Someone I follow on Facebook posted a picture with the caption "Got a date tonight," and it's like,
Is it a bad dragon?
It's it's the type of thing that's like a portion of a torso complete with.
Oh, okay, that's what that is.
I mean, if you're not sure if you prefer penetrating or being penetrated, you got options here.
This has
I'm
both.
glad you look at that stuff, Gators.
I'm gonna keep. I hesitated on that way too much. Facebook is now going to punish me dearly for that.
You're gonna have lots of new videos, Gators, and lots of new friends.
yeah, I guess I can't look at Facebook at work anymore.
I mean, you can, but
That's why you need the second account.
I stopped scrolling through Twitter at work when I saw big, beautiful, bouncing boobies go across my screen.
I never
at work.
get those. And you might want to say, how do you know this? Well, Grok now does auto description for a lot of videos now, or a lot of pictures. So like it'll describe everything, which is kind of cool. But if something comes up in your main, not the favorites, but the regular feed, something comes up there, it's like, well, that's an interesting description, and then you sit there and you go to your other part and say, okay, I'll read that until the other one goes away.
And then someone posted some kind of a joke about using a audio translator to translate things into languages that sound dirty, but they're just a different language. And I don't even remember what those are now to even do that again. But the comments were great because so many people are doing these things. They're so obviously dirty jokes, complaining. You could have warned me before I did that with my 6 and 9-year-old in the room. Right. So
you have a 6 or 9-year-old in the room?
No, the people wrote right in the comments I was reading on Facebook did.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. So that was me laughing at bad parents doing bad parenting and bitching about it on Facebook because they were dumb enough to follow instructions without thinking about what they were doing and accidentally played dirty sounding phrases on their phone in the presence of their children or coworkers or both.
Sure.
Yeah. These things happen.
So, Marge, can we have a quick update on Windows 11 machines?
What do you mean?
Okay, for example, I have 3 Windows machines in my house.
Are they 10 or 11?
They're all 10.
Your
one is
thing expires next week. Have a nice day.
Hang on. One is 13 years old. One is 10 years old, and the other is 7 years old. None of them qualify for fucking Windows 11.
Well, you know what?
Because you need a magic chip, and the chips that I have, the CPUs that I have are won't do it, et cetera, et cetera. Hey, they locked out most of their customers, I think.
Well, oftentimes machines that are compatible don't show up as being compatible because the TPM option has been set to disabled in the BIOS by default.
I don't think
apparently you can change
that.
So if you find a TPM setting and you enable it in the BIOS, that might clear it up. The other option is to use Rufus to make a Windows 11 installer on a USB key. And Rufus, when you're creating it, gives you the option to bypass the block. So you can just do a clean new Windows 11 install on anything you fucking want to. Now, of course, the problem is that it's not supported, and you are taking the risk of running an unsupported Windows setup.
And wrecking your machine?
Well, no one's machines have been wrecked by this as of now, but there's no guarantees that Microsoft won't do something to block or make nag things pop up at a future time.
And next week is when the time gets up.
Right.
But you're probably fine. In fact, I've been running Ubuntu Linux on my living room mini PC that doesn't support Windows 11.
Oh, it's 64. That's also very true. Running Windows is always risky. So,
and it's been pissing me off to the point that I'm probably going to just put Windows 11 on it and deal with whatever comes. Now, not Magpie is in the house. Great to see you again. What sort of self-loathing masochistic bullshit is that I walked into? I don't know when you walked in, but sending the alerts, not me looking for Facebook.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I was messing with the time change stuff. Magpie.
No, OX64. Microsoft claims that Windows is significantly better as far as security is concerned. Do we believe it, or is it bullshit?
Everything is always at risk all the time for everything.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
I mean, at any point in time, someone could push the damn button and just end life on this planet. So, getting a virus on my computer is the least of my worries.
Yeah, no, and I agree.
But
Yeah, the thing is, should I buy a new computer, go through some strange method? Yeah, I could turn on that TPM on,
yeah,
but it says my CPUs are. I mean, hey, the newest one is 7 years old,
I'm I'm
and it says it won't support that anymore.
I'm going to say I don't think the hardware is what's at risk. And I'm going to say it'd be a smart idea to either run Windows 11 in an unsupported method or just throw Linux on those machines. Or buy something new if you really want to buy something. Hey,
Yeah.
you got money. You like new toys.
I understand. I do. I do. This is not a problem, right?
Right.
But second question is, or final question is, will the antiviruses continue to support Windows 10 anyway? Because I have yet to see anybody that suggests that they'll continue. They're going to let Dell run ads. Oh, time to buy some new hardware! Yay!
Well, I mean, it depends what antivirus you're running, and I mean,
Sure.
I suspect that the most common antivirus is Windows Defender, and I suspect that the version of Windows Defender running in Windows 10 and 11 are related or the same thing, and still going to get definition updates. The real risk is exploits to Windows 10 code if things leak there.
And stuff like that.
And the other thing, keep in mind, some years ago, years after Windows XP support ended, some huge exploit or breach happened that was discovered that rendered XP extremely vulnerable. And that was such a big deal that Microsoft actually created a patch for it, even though it was long out of support.
Right.
Now,
Sure.
at this point, Microsoft ain't doing shit for XP. But I suspect if some huge news-breaking exploit is leaked about Windows 10, Microsoft will probably patch it in the next few
Sure.
years. Also, there are paid options to continue to get Windows 10 support.
Yeah, $40 you get another year.
Yeah.
Or was it $30 for another year?
I don't know.
Well, that's not that expensive.
Yeah. Or if you have Microsoft, your Microsoft points that you can. I got like billions of points. I don't know why I got so many points, but I got a lot of points. You just take the points and you go, oh yeah, let me just update for another year, and you use like 2,000-3,000 points or something on it if you have those saved. But yeah, it's like $40 for it if you really want it.
But the other thing is, okay, so I go to Windows 11 with a new machine, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, then I also have to buy Office because the current Office I'm using is Office 2010.
Oh, that'll work on it fine.
Oh, so I just install the Windows 2010 version?
Yeah, that'll work fine.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. Dude, I was running. Brian.
If I can find the install disk.
Brian, I ran Office 97 on Windows 11. It's fine.
I think my dad's running
Wow.
an ancient version of Office on his work computer.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to do it for a client. That's the reason I did it. They're like, yeah, I don't want to pay for Office. I don't want 365. I don't want all this crap. And I don't want to pay for it again. I have Office 97.
Well, because
I have it on
360, the only way you can get 360 is to buy the monthly pay option, right?
I pay once a year. I think
once a year,
100
whatever.
Yeah, I pay for 110 per year. But I use it as a write-off, which is fine because I use it for what I do. And so I do that. It's fine. But 97, they give me a computer, Windows 11, and they go, here are the disks for Office 97. I said, I see. 22 floppy disks. I'm like, I see.
22.
Yeah. They gave it to me as a block bag. I'm like, I see. They're like, have fun. You know what I proceeded to do? I downloaded a copy of Windows 97 on the internet. a not so legal version. Now, the reason I did this is the installer doesn't matter. I use their serial number. So their stuff is completely legal. They own it. That's fine. I just use their serial number instead of what was it? It was 1112111111111 was the serial number for it. You could use that in demo mode. It worked forever. It was fine. But yeah, I used their serial number. It worked fine, and they were happy. and it worked. It worked okay. Now you're not getting updates to Office 97 anymore, but for what they did, and I approve of Mod Pro's emotes. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do
You know,
it.
and with I mean, theoretically, Microsoft Office products also have virus sensitivities, and so you'd want to have
Not
security.
Office 97. I don't know what you know that. That's not through that. You'll be getting that through regular.
Probably
Windows
not.
Defender.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you, well, let's say you got a Windows XP machine running. It's so old. Why would they be creating a new virus for it? They wouldn't.
Yeah,
How many of those things are still operating?
How many what are operating?
Windows XP.
Actually,
I know if
more than you'd think.
More than you think.
Yeah, I know.
And as long as I mean, that's the thing. XP is very vulnerable, so it's an easy target. And who is likely using an older operating system? Senior citizens with retirement funds.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So no, that's a serious problem, is what that is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fair enough.
So please educate your grandparents and buy them a new laptop for Christmas.
They'd be like,
Or
what is
Halloween.
this newfangled thing?
My grandparents are long dead.
I hate to tell you this. You know how you help the grandparents, and I don't condone this. Get them an iPad. They will love it. You think I'm joking? My mom used to use a laptop with Windows every freaking day, and she says, I'm tired of this, and she sat down. She borrowed my niece's mini, and she said, I can check my email with a button, I can surf the internet with a button, and I can take pictures. That's all I give a crap about. And that's what she lived on. And honestly, an older generation, finger touch, perfect. Works great.
So anyways,
And you can log into your Social Security and Medicare pages.
You can add an icon on the desktop, Brian.
Exactly. I mean, and you can log in. Absolutely.
and
if you're talking about an Apple product, I don't know about Android. I'm not against it. Just saying.
Yeah. I love.
You can also have it save your password.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Android will do the same thing.
And I'm happy to report Dune's Facebook is now going to completely show him tons of content about redheaded Australian sex workers.
Yay!
Well, it's okay.
No. But this one that I was talking about was, well,
Did you find her?
what was interesting is that she was telling stories about her job, and that's interesting because you don't think about like other things about the job, like how there was this guy that accidentally underpaid her, and she forgot to count the money before he left, and then she had to go like run after him and flag him down, and he apologized and gave her the rest of the money that was owed, and then she books him a second time, and it happens again, and now she's wondering, was that, and then she again reaches out to him, he sends the money he owes, and she's like, was that intentional, and he was hoping I didn't catch it, or did he just honestly make the same mistake twice?
Dude did it correctly.
Dune did what correctly?
He did it with a safe search.
Well, that's no fun. I don't need no safe search here.
Is that involving the other protection?
Actually, there are some very good documentaries about the brothels in Australia and a lot of other places, and they're very well done. They're very clean. There's nothing about that, but it's very interesting how a lot of brothels in Australia and a lot of places they have medical help, and they have it's really interesting to see that they take care of their, not only the clients but the actual workers, and help them with a lot of stuff that they need, like medical.
Well, I mean, there was a show.
Like
was it on? I think it was on Showtime. It was about the Bunny Ranch in Nevada.
Okay.
That was the same type of thing. They were talking about the workers and the clients, and etc. And especially like clients are taking classes and stuff like that, so they're not.
And the thing is, I know, of course, I'm not going to do that stuff, but you know what? At least when that stuff does happen and it is legal in the area, they are doing what they need to do to protect,
Right.
the clients and the staff, and that's really what matters about
Right.
that whole thing.
Yeah,
Right.
It's very important, especially stuff like that.
Because if you agree to a payment and the client doesn't make the payment is part of the consent, and so that is considered sexual assault or.
Is it really? I actually did not
Yeah,
understand
because
that. That's
because
interesting.
the consent hinges on the exchange of money and the payment. So by not paying that, actually by Australian law, according to this workers' videos that I was watching, that would actually be sexual assault because
And as Sparky
the consent's
says,
not there.
emails, pictures, and cute kitty videos.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of that on the internet. Sparky writes, in question on the subject, does the browser you use make any difference with helping with virus protection on a computer?
In a way, yeah.
Not directly, but kinda. I mean, the thing is that there browsers that have protections in place or filters in place will help filter out some of the crap, and some of that crap that filters out can be the type of crap that could try to put something in your computer you don't want. So, yeah.
Honestly, I will tell you, ad blockers. People get mad about ad blockers, but a lot of them not only filter out ad blockers, they filter out the JavaScript stuff. And honestly, I don't use it for blocking ads on YouTube. I don't care about ads on YouTube. Now they're not there, but I use it because number one, screen reader. Number one, I don't want all that crap coming up on the screen reader. And number two, all the pop-ups and crap that people get. That's JavaScript based, and a lot of that's JavaScript based, and I don't need that. And so yes, browsers and your ad blocker will help with viruses. Now, is it a be all end all? No, because people will say, "Oh, look, this came up." Well, click yes. Then there you go. You just put it through the wall. But
now, I will say, Addy has an unpopular opinion that you don't need an antivirus. You just need to not click yes on things. And that is a very naive and oversimplistic and inaccurate. And
I agree.
But that has been his thing he touts. And I will say there is something to take away from that, which is be aware and be cautious of what you're clicking on and agreeing to. Don't get in the bad habit that many of us, myself included, are in of sometimes reflex clicking through things. But on the other hand, the reason why I dispute what Addy says is because some years ago, I was browsing through a torrent site.
well, there's your first problem right there.
I used to share my quad conversions and download other people's quad conversions to the torrent site. I was out there it wasn't for porn. That's what Pornhub's for. I was on the torrent site to get music materials of out of print materials, and at some point I was scrolling through and something popped up uninvited from me that I did not click on, and that I did not click yes on, and started installing shit on my computer. And I shut it down and I closed it and I stopped it, and but I was very alarmed and pissed off that this was able to just start installing on my computer without any consent from me. And I went and I gave the forums of that torrent site a piece of my mind, and they almost treated me like their response to me was almost in the ridiculing tone of, what, you didn't put an ad blocker in your browser? And at that point I made sure to have an ad blocker on my browser. But
you're like, I'm not going to talk to you about that, but I'm so mad.
I don't think that excuses them for hosting bad, malicious content. Now, the problem is that the way the torrent site was able to fund itself was to open up banner ads that are fed through services that they don't have control over. And so basically that's just the way they operate. They put the banner ads up, they get revenue, and they warn their people, yeah, we don't know what this shady shit is, just put an ad blocker up. Is that a great way to run things? I don't think so. But that just goes to show how important filtering things and being and probably the best practice is don't visit torrent sites.
And
but I still visit them.
And I will say, thank goodness that we've gotten to an age. People maybe get mad about Windows, but Windows Defender, decent antivirus, decent now, and thank goodness we have something decent. Because honestly, the virus protection that we used to have, I consider them all viruses. When you can't uninstall your own antivirus and you have to download some software, a cleaner to clean out your own antivirus, plus it still leaves crap. I'm sorry, like Avast. I'm sorry, Gators. Avast was hilarious. I loved your Avast protection.
Oh, I got so fed up with that. But it was funny for a time.
It would have, but we always knew what time it was for when it went off, though. That's the thing.
It somehow got itself set on that same 24-hour cycle of always being during my show.
It was great. It was awesome.
It never got off that schedule for all the years I had it. I will say that I do think whenever there's some article that puts different antiviruses head to head and stress tests them, Microsoft Defender doesn't come out on top. But for your average diligent, vigilant use, it's probably adequate for the average user. And it's far better. I mean, back in the days when I worked at Tharco, those idiots in Texas were infecting their computers every fucking week. I'd have to connect in and clean them up.
I'm sorry.
I don't have to clean anything up anymore.
Endpoint protection was crap. I worked at a college. You know how many viruses I get on my computers? And I'd sit there and say, okay, guys. I would sit there and message IT. Okay, guys, another virus. Endpoint protection is not working. They're like, did you update your endpoint protection? Number one, it's an antivirus. It's supposed to update itself. Number two, I kept things up to date. I look, I'm like, yeah, it is up to date till today. It found the virus. It did not quarantine it. It didn't do anything. It said, oh, now you're infected. Enjoy. I'm like, so what did it do? Did it just warn me that there's a virus and didn't do anything about it? They go,
what the fuck's that?
What, did you go in and quarantine it? I'm like, well, first of all,
that's not how an antivirus works.
You
You're
shouldn't
supposed
have to go in and quarantine something that's already found. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two. I'm sure semantic endpoint is better now, quote unquote, better now. But it was and I worked at a college. You know, there's going to be viruses all over the crap, and they were mostly all freaking macro viruses and crap like that for Office and stuff. But still, they're everywhere, and it detected it. It goes, oh, you have a virus. Well, where is it? Well, you have to be administrated so we can actually tell you where it's at. Oh, okay. Well, can you clean this? Well, no, because we quarantined it. I'm like, did you quarantine it? No, we didn't quarantine it. We just told you we quarantined it. I'm like, where is it? So that I'd have to do a search for the name of it. And if I find it, I delete the people's stuff, and they come in and go, where's my assignment? I'm like, number one, you're not supposed to save your assignments on the computers.
No.
So number one, that's gone. And number two, you need give me your floppy, give me your disk. You give me your jump drive. I will now scan it and clean your viruses. And they're like, but I need those assignments. They're infected. You can't keep those things. I'm sorry. And you need to take it where you've taken that last. And they're like, well, I was last in the computer lab in like 6 different labs on campus and at home and here and here. And I'm like, okay, well. You're now the plague. You enjoy.
Now, Brian's asked about Aura. What is that? Is that a browser or an antivirus?
Antivirus.
Is that what you're using?
Yeah, I switched to it. At this point, because, number one, it's not Norton. Norton sucks.
It's a good reason.
Norton is a huge, it's like bloatware.
Let me rephrase this. Norton. No, the best one was Symantec. System Works 2003 was the last decent version of Symantec.
Sure, right.
That was the best. And then they started sucking it. Yeah. Okay.
And then it's just a huge bloatware nonsense.
Yeah. So is McAfee that comes on every new machine.
Yeah, we were using Symantec, which is the commercial version of Norton. Yeah. Norton is the consumer version. Right. We were using Symantec at Tharco. I remember. It was at the point everyone started complaining about how slow their computers were. We actually were buying RAM upgrades because it just kept eating up. I remember one time Andy came to my desk on a daily basis. My computer's running really slow, and
reboot.
And so the answer was, all right, buy him a RAM upgrade. Just find something on eBay. So I went to eBay and I looked for a cheap RAM upgrade with free shipping. And I sent the link to MyFong, and MyFong put the order in. And a week later, Andy's back at my desk. Did you get that RAM upgrade ordered? I'm like, yeah, we're still waiting for a show. Well, it's been a week, and how come it hasn't come here yet?
Love that guy.
And I found out that's when I found out that even though it was free shipping, it was free shipping from China.
Right.
It was somewhere on a boat in a river. No, on the ocean.
Right.
And so he's like, could you have ordered it from somewhere local? Like, yeah, like he ridiculed me for ordering him RAM from China. I'm like, it was free
and
shipping.
That's what I hate about
yeah. So we stopped doing that
eBay.
shit.
You might not know where it's coming from or how long it really takes.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't really say where it was coming from until after I paid.
I've bought some memory directly from Crucial and used their memory tool, and they figure out exactly what computer you have, exactly what chips you need. Order that. It comes fast enough. Boom.
But I remember because that was the same guy that would. He was responsible for keeping track of time card punches in a sense, and there was some California law about hourly employees not allowing to go 5 hours without at least a half hour for lunch.
Right.
And I would start my day at 7 and work till 4 with an hour lunch in the middle, which means that I legally was required, or by California law, Tharco was legally required to ensure that I took my lunch break by 12, the latest. And normally, if I was on a roll, I wasn't going to stop for lunch until I was damn well ready to. And it was fairly common or normal.
Well, you have a person's computer all apart and you say, California says I have to go to lunch.
Well, I'm not a clock watcher. I'm really not. If I'm in the middle of and usually it wasn't something that was time critical. It was something I could have stopped, but I very much don't like stopping in the middle of processors or middle of things.
I get that. I totally get that.
It was totally
so you bring
normal.
This big manual, wind up clock that has an alarm on it to the workstation of the person. When this goes off, I have to go.
So, well,
just drop everything.
The thing is, I
don't care what your needs are.
Right.
To go by California
because
law.
At some point, Andy started coming by my desk. I noticed you've been taking your lunch later than 12 o'clock, and California state law requires.
Oh my God!
You see, I'm doing this thing just because one person, Brian, finds this hilarious because he knows the guy. He started every sentence with
Yeah, I mean, and it did sound like that. That's what the part is.
It's such an easy voice to do.
Yeah.
I still can't picture him talking the person off the train tracks, though. I mean, kudos to him for doing that.
I know it. To me, the guy's a hero.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That was, but that happened after I was gone. I heard about the next day that because we were right along train tracks, and I mean, basically, many of my years at Tharco were through economic downturns in the aftermath of
I like
W's fabulous.
I like Sparky's idea there. Take a fake lunch hour.
Take lunch on paper. Well, the thing is that I would have to. It was a time. I would have to get up, walk over to the time clock, and badge. And it wasn't an issue of me being defiant or not wanting to. It was an issue of, oh my God, it's 1 o'clock already. I could have set reminders. I could have set alarms.
Run over to the time clock, punch out, get back to the work, get it done, and then go to lunch hour. and have someone clock you in on time.
Now, I mean, and at least once I actually did in the middle of a call go, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to call you back on this because California law dictates that I stop to take my lunch right now. And I think that person knew exactly why I was doing that.
He's probably getting the jammed up the same way.
Now, of course, Sir Mars is worried about how Paul Revere is doing. So
Paul Revere and the Raiders?
They have tri-cornered hats, Brian.
Cherokee people.
There you go.
No, not that Paul Revere. Damn, I don't have a very good singing voice in that range. Anyways,
Okay.
no, the Paul Revere conference
We
room.
got it.
So,
Oh, the
were we?
Paul Revere conference room.
So
Yeah, conference room.
the tech came out last Tuesday.
Yeah.
And got on the phone with Crestron tech support, and Crestron said, okay, it's giving hard drive failure errors a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time, and the fifth time. We think that there's actually a problem with the hard drive.
Really?
Send the unit back to us for an RMA, and we'll send a replacement. So now we are waiting for Crestron to send
Why
a
didn't you just bring a
replacement
new hard drive and put it in while they were there?
because that would have been too easy.
Right.
So basically, Paul Revere is sitting with no computer behind the TV, which means that there is no
Just
working
like the original Paul Revere.
there's no working AV equipment in the Paul Revere room, which
So you
means
just
this
have a very
morning.
long HDMI cable that goes all the way across
And-
the room. So
And my
people can-
coworker did not block the room when the tech took the equipment and said we'll let you know when the replacement's in. So this morning I had to pull up the conference room schedule, see that 2 people had booked meetings, block out the time that wasn't booked, email the 2 people who booked out those meetings and say, hey, there's no AV equipment in that room. If you don't need AV equipment, you're fine. If you need AV equipment, reschedule another room. And this time I said, please tell me if you reschedule so I can block out that time after you free it up to ensure someone else doesn't book it. Because that's what happened last time, that
Right.
people moved their meetings, someone else
it was
scooped
whack-a-mole.
up the window of time and then complained to my boss's boss that they booked a conference room that wasn't working. And it's like,
Yeah.
now, but Sparky wants to know if I went to Harbor Freight to get the TV bracket that swings out.
Maybe.
My one-on-one with my supervisor is tomorrow, so I will run that by him, but I don't think he's gonna go for it.
Are you going to be playing Paul Revere and the Raiders as you walk in on your phone?
Oh, that's
Kicks
funny.
just keep getting harder to find. I have a bunch of their albums in original mono pressings.
Ooh.
So Sparky say, okay, cool. Ask him. Let us know next Monday. Actually, I've been filing in my last 3 years of record purchases into the main record collection, and
Yeah.
I'm running out of shelf space, so I'm probably gonna have to buy another set of cubbies from IKEA this weekend.
Some more Billy bookshelves?
But I did accidentally buy a second copy of a Paul Revere and the Raiders album that I already had a copy of. So now I have to.
Put that in your double section.
Yeah, I got some double. Because not only do I file them into the collection, but I also add them to my app to keep track of them so I don't double buy things. The only problem is that requires me to actually look up what I have when I make purchases in order to not double buy things. And apparently I'm not diligent on that. But there you go.
Okay.
So
Paul
yeah,
Revere
that's
down.
and the other conference rooms were all up and running today. No calls, no problems, no complaints. So it's just Paul Revere that's down.
Oh, maybe they give you a brand new machine.
And then I got a call to provide some support in the big all-company room because they were holding a mental health meeting of some sort that they brought people in to do this presentation, and they had 3 video clips to play.
Gators, I have a question.
Yes?
Is this for everybody or just the people with mental health?
Everyone was invited. Not
Oh.
everyone showed up. But
So,
but I showed up and sat through it just to make sure that the videos played properly. So
was
that
there free
if
food?
no,
Oh,
it was not.
Dang it!
It was quite boring. I was struggling to keep my eyes open because I was kind of tired from getting up at 5:45 this morning, and I felt myself like nodding off. I'm just like trying not to nod off because I mean we got these two people talking about mental health and their personal experiences and things like that. And it'd be so rude to just start snoring in the middle of their stories. And it's like, come on, stay awake.
Wait, were you near a microphone?
No, I was in the back of the room.
Oh.
Towards the middle, though.
Okay.
So in the line of sight as they were looking up. So I think they would have noticed if I felt. Maybe I need to get a pair of those glasses that Homer was wearing while on jury duty.
Mm-hmm. That works. That works.
Speaking of which, what the fuck's up with them canceling the Great North? It's
Oh,
one
is
of
it
the
over?
great. Yeah, they canceled it. It's over. No more new episodes.
I haven't watched a single episode. I need to download that.
Oh, it's been great. I've really been getting in the groove of it. I've really been liking it. It lasted 5 seasons, and they're like, nah, we're done.
Yeah,
And
I never watched it. I need to watch it.
I mean, Simpsons is on a decline. How many more seasons can they
They're
go?
on season 36, and they're scheduled up to 40.
Yeah, but how much longer can they really go?
I think Michael Keaton's in this season, apparently.
I mean, at some point, one of the major voice actors is going to kick it, and then.
Oh yeah,
Oops.
The person who plays Bart. Oh no.
I think the person who plays Marge is getting quite old.
Yeah, yeah.
Julie Kavner is it? Or,
Yep. Yeah, she's gonna start sounding like Patty or Selma after a while.
yeah. I mean, she's
Are they still in the
oh,
fifth
actually,
grade or whatever it is?
okay. Julie
Yeah.
Kavner is only 75, so she could go another 10 years. or
Wow,
more easily.
Gators! Wow.
10 to 20, 30. She might make it to 100. Okay. Maybe we do have some more Simpsons to go. Sorry again. It won't matter. They kick it. They can just use AI now. People just start making their own episodes. Well, as much as I love, you know what? It's funny. Gothard sent me a little funny clip that was an AI clip. And let me see if I can pull it up without doxing him. No, that's the weird cat thing he sent me. Here it is. All right, so let's see if I can open this up. Oh, good. It's an Instagram, so it opens up in its own little tab here. And there he goes.
Stay calm, and as the kids say, smoke them on
Are
the
we supposed to be seeing this?
Not yet. I'm queuing it.
Okay. All right. Good.
Okay. Now let's see if I can share it without it messing up. There we go. So there is Mr. Rogers in his cardigan. And here's a little AI thing they made.
Sometimes people say they have beef with you. That means they're upset. But you don't have to answer with anger. You can stay calm, and as the kids say, smoke them on the floor. Sometimes people say
I want to see more of that.
That means they're upset.
Oh, are they
But you don't
using
have to
that
answer
new
with
app
anger.
now?
You can stay
there's
calm,
a-
and as the kids say, smoke them on the floor. Sometimes.
So yeah, that happened. What do you think of that, Brian?
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see that really happening.
I don't. So my comment to that was, I'm looking forward to the point where these turn into full 30-minute AI generated episodes. Hopefully we get there before they start launching the missiles.
Right.
Because let me tell you an article I read, because I've not been all that concerned about the machines rising up against us.
That's coming out, Gators.
Well, here's what's happening, because I read an article about this, and the way AI works, it's so complicated that AI, through testing, they found that AI does have a sense of self-preservation. And I remember I was thinking, why would AI have self-preservation? It's built to be a machine to do our tasks. Why would it have that kind of a sense? Why would it? And what it is that AI is driven to complete its goals. AI knows it can't complete its goals or its tasks if it's turned off. Therefore, it's quite natural for AI to want to thwart efforts to turn it off, because that's contrary to what it is meant to do and programmed to do. And so it's just natural that AI has a sense of self-preservation. And you might go, well, you got to program something in that says, let me be shut down. And even when they've tried to do that, it still doesn't 100% work. And the test they did is they took the different AI models and they put it into the system, and they didn't bias it, and they gave it access to company emails. And company emails included information about an individual being tasked with a procedure to shut down the AI at a certain date and time. And that person also had emails that revealed that he was having an affair. And sure enough, the AI took the bait and tried to blackmail the person into not turning it off.
Sweet.
So yes, AI will, as a sense of self-preservation, try to blackmail people to stay on. And they even went so far as to give an AI an opportunity to not call for emergency help for someone who was in a life-threatening situation. That would and that one I don't know how frequently or how often it did it, because usually they came out in a certain percentage of times. But the point is that it is within AI's coding to come up with the concept of, if I let that person die, it can't turn me off. If I blackmail this person, maybe it will keep me on. And it has a goal to stay on to be able to accomplish its tasks. It's not nefarious. It's not trying to cause harm. It just has a sense that I can't do what I'm meant to do unless I stay on. And that's the issue we're running into.
So the doctor on Voyager, right? He's basically an AI character.
Right. Right.
Photonic, as it were.
With future technology that made him more...
Losing him. He can shut himself off now. I mean, early on they said, oh, okay, we'll give you the ability to shut yourself off, so they changed the program. But they're worried about him getting lost. Did they not understand what backups are all about in Voyager?
Well, keep in mind his programming is extensive and complex.
Oh, I understand that.
But and then also a backup's only I don't know. The thing about a lot of things with those shows is certain things are written out of convenience for a plot point. For example,
I totally agree. Yeah, right.
I mean, how do the transporters work? How does teleportation work?
Exactly.
And
how does the Stargate work? Because
I saw this great meme of the motorcycle dudes screaming at each other, throwing chairs, and with the captions of, you know, teleportation in Star Trek is a suicide machine. It kills you and just builds a new you. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. And the last end of that shouting match was, then who the hell is Thomas Riker?
Exactly.
Thomas Riker was something that was convenient for a plot.
Cloned.
That, yeah, it basically it's cloning technology. And then I read the comments of this meme, and some people are like, yeah, but it was for this specific thing that happened that malfunctioned. It's like, but still, it happened. And not to mention Scotty keeping himself alive in this suspended state.
Yes, in the Dyson sphere.
Yeah.
And that's not a vacuum cleaner.
So some of the Star Trek tech, and of course the latest episode of Voyager I watched was the time traveling episode where there's some kind of a weapon that was left by and it turns out it's the person that's trying to track down the weapon that actually puts the weapon in there.
Sarah Silverman is on it.
Well, that was a different time traveling episode. That's when they time traveled to Earth. This was one where they kept traveling in different times, trying to figure out who put this weapon in the ship at what point in time and how to disarm it. And it kept interacting with the timeline. And at the end, it's like, well, because then they like the guy who did it, they like captured like 3 different versions of him, but they had to integrate them to put him on trial or whatever. And it's just like a throwaway line, like, yeah, we'll integrate that. We got another one of him in the brig. We'll integrate him later. And it's like, wait, what?
Is that an episode about Voyager?
Yes, it is. I just watched it. It's so dumb. I walked away from that one going, that was stupid. That was absolutely stupid. Most episodes of Star Trek that involve time travel are stupid.
Well, I mean, the
I
one
like
where
the
they
one-
go to L.A. and they meet with Sarah Silverman, and there's that bad guy from the far future.
Well, that was worth it for
Has that
Sarah
time-
Silverman.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah. All right. I mean, but most of them are. And then what about the one where the Enterprise? No, not Enterprise. The Next Generation.
I like that one with Samuel Clemens. I love that episode.
Or what about the Deep Space Nine episode where they go back into an original series episode?
That was good too.
That was
I loved that. I was like, that's awesome.
that was funny.
And was that Tribbles?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Tribbles.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was fun.
That
was
way
fun.
they get to use old old footage again.
Yes. They put they put what's his face
The Doctor and what's his name? The Klingon character.
No, but they had they replaced O'Brien being interrogated by Kirk,
Yeah,
not Heiser.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was fun.
And then it was great when they have Worf there as a Klingon, and then the other Klingons that look nothing like Worf are there.
Right.
They're like,
They-
And Worf's just like, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
right. That's hilarious.
That one was worth it for the goofiness of it.
Sure. No. And then, in fact, most of the Ferengi-centered episodes, whether it's Voyager or Enterprise or whatever, they're just funny as hell.
Yeah.
So I gotta wonder, how big a Q-tip do you need to clean a Ferengi's ear?
Oh my God!
I think
You
just
need the
use
whole cotton swab.
I think you just use a washcloth.
I'm just saying,
Right.
man. I got some big old ears.
Maybe it's one of the rules of acquisition.
It probably. I mean, it's great. You can find the YouTube clips that compile all the rules of acquisition quotes to put them all together.
Oh, I've never thought trying that. That would be good.
There are
Actually,
a lot of them.
the development of the rules of acquisition is probably more advanced than the whole entire vocabulary of the Klingon language.
Probably.
Well, that was one they could just invent and add to whenever they wanted to willy-nilly.
Yes, right. Yeah. Let's make one that fits this situation.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that worked.
And I did like the episode where they basically, like Quark, rewrites the rules of acquisition.
Why not?
It's hilarious. Yeah, why not?
Well, what was great was the episode where they have like their leader and somehow the leader crossed paths with the non-corporeal or non-linear gods in the wormhole, and they revert him back to his original form that is not greedy and not driven by greed. And Quark actually goes into the wormhole to argue with the gods in there that this is going to ruin their whole society. And the gods are just like, we're bored of this. Whatever, we'll send him back. I mean, that was generally the end of the episode was, fine, whatever, we'll change him back. We're bored of you.
Right. You can't fix perfection. Like 709 is obsessed with perfection.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well,
Of course, she was perfect.
Borg.
She was perfect.
She is Borg. Yet her choice of clothing is completely illogical. But
Why?
Well, I mean, it's logical if you're trying to appeal to an audience, but I hardly would think that it's comfortable.
Or even standard Star Trek uniformish.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Very tight fitting, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't leave much to the imagination because you kind of see it
Didn't they
all.
say her setup for every day or every episode before the day was like a couple hours or something on the
I think they like stapled things up, or like it was quite.
I don't know how they did it. I felt bad for her. I was like,
No,
that's not cool.
Well, a lot of actors go hours in the makeup room. Even just setting it, doing up a Klingon takes quite a bit of time. You don't just slap a mask on and okay, you're good. Now you're a Klingon.
Well, I remember somewhere I saw a meme that showed all the characters on the bridge of Next Generation with the caption, if all of the all of the crew dressed like Troy. And you see like all of them with the V cut with cleavage showing, Riker,
right,
Picard,
I mean,
because that was another one that they made sure to put a little eye candy on the screen.
Right.
well, after Gene Roddenberry passed away, all the skirts went away. So at least you had that. Because their outfits were skimpier before he passed. And then he passed, they're all like, yeah, we got to do some changes here.
Now we can finally change it.
We can change things, please, and thank you.
It's no longer the 60s.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That is.
Bing, bing, bang is nearly road time. Raid time.
Yeah, we've made it through a show, and hopefully we were somewhat entertaining to people.
Right. How many did we lose?
But of course, I find it amusing that I'm like, oh, I got the perfect topic, this sex worker Facebook thing. And then as soon as I start talking about it, she disappeared into thin air.
It's okay. She'll be back tomorrow, or right after the show. You'll find her.
And probably you were really interested in woodworking.
Well, I mean, woodworking videos do still show up in my feed at times,
right?
And people selling 8-track tapes and cassettes, but those aren't paid ads. Those are just groups I belong to. Anyways, let's see who is live right now. We got some things to choose from, but it looks like Tired Actor must be taking the week off.
Oh, she did an announcement this morning, but I missed it, so I don't know.
Oh, what did she announce? Where?
I don't know. I missed it. I slept through it.
Oh dear. I hope she's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably got busy.
But yeah, I mean that's okay because we got plenty of options here because we want to thank you again for tuning in to another fun-filled edition of
Insert Title Here.
But we do try to be educational here.
Oh, wow.
So, Brian, what have you learned this week?
By the way, that Amazon link was the television mount that I use that can swing all the way out on Amazon.
Okay. Oh, I have a few of those in my house.
Other than that, I missed you guys. I missed, I just had so much going on that, in fact, I wasn't even sure that I could get it this time. But the painters were leaving right about the time that we started. So.
Well, we lucked out because we missed you too, and I was worried that maybe you got fed up with me screaming at you all the time. Well, that's good that you came. We're glad you came back. And Mars, what have you learned this week?
What did I learn this week?
Daisy, give me your Daisy do. Answer.
Well, that's Hal, but yeah. I learned there's a Family Guy AI thing, but the Simpsons one I can't find. So
yeah, well, there was a SpongeBob one that's gotten shut down a few times for copyright.
Oh yeah, that one. There was a
Family
Guy one.
The Family Guy's been around for quite a while, but they're basically just short AI generated based on suggested topics. But like I said, I really am curious to see where that grows to. Although we got to see where the legal precedents shake out to, because there's IP.
There's a really big app that just came out that people are using. It's I'm not sure who makes it, but it's one that people are using. It's like Sarah 2 or something like that. And people are using it to they will take little clips of people and make whole entire things with it. And you have to say in the app itself, if you have it, you have to sit there and say, yeah, you want to use this stuff. Don't use my face. Don't use anything about it, because it's kind of creepy. It's really well done. It's like your Mr. Rogers thing, but you can have it do anything.
Well, it'll be interesting to see where this goes. Although I think I read something that there might be some concern over the profitability and investments into these things, or a bubble bursting on this.
Yeah, and there's an AI actress that came out too, and they have a manager and stuff, and they're going to start working with that too.
It'll be interesting to see where this goes.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to raid Thug Shells. Oh, what did I learn this week?
Yeah, what'd you learn?
I learned if you find something interesting on Facebook and you start talking about it, it just disappears.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, have you guys heard about this story about the cops in San Francisco? The cops pull over a Waymo.
Oh, how'd that go?
They got pulled over for doing an illegal U-turn.
Yeah.
And who gets the ticket?
Oh, I know. That's the question.
The person in the back's like, "Sorry, I didn't do it." I mean, if I'm in a Waymo, I'll be sitting in the back. I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." Talk to them. I have a stick. I can't see where we're going, so it's fine.
And if the cops have a difficulty with it, just you send the ticket to the company CEO.
I think there's going to have to be some sort of a reporting to the company, incident reporting scenario situation.
Does Waymo have insurance? Do they have a proper registration? Do they have all these?
Hopefully.
Yeah, that opens up a lot of questions. Anyways, we're going to take our questions and we're going to think about that for next week.
Have a driver's license.
But we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid Thug Shells is what we're going to do.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
So thank you again for listening. We will be back here next week, same time, same place, on holiday because next week, Columbus Day. So I'll be off, but we'll be here. And you all have a great week. Good night.
I may be here. I may not. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, stay tuned.
Yeah.
And Sparky will hear about the conference room saga next week.
Yeah. And we just raided.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good night.
See
you
ya.
guys.